Everyone's talking about MCP right now. Today I'm going to show off how you could transform your crewai agents or crewai flow into an MCP server that any client can use, from Cursor, Claude desktop app, you name it. So if that sounds interesting to you, let's go ahead and get started. So what is MCP? MCP is Model Context Protocol. It was introduced by Anthropic, and it was a way for AI agents, or LLMs, to have a standard way of providing it context. In our case, we're going to create a MCP server that has our crewai enterprise endpoint, where we have a deployed crew or deployed flow that we could begin to kick off and have data sent back or context sent back to the client. What's nice about this is that you can pass in a high-level query like this, trigger my crew with what are the differences in how contracts define warranties within these two companies. By nature, with no tools, an LLM would actually not know how to answer this question. But with the MCP architecture, our host, the Claude desktop app, can use tools that it has within our MCP server. And for our case over here, we're going to have an expose, a kickoff, and a get status method from our crewai enterprise endpoints. So let me show you guys how we can get started. So to get started, you need to have a deployed crew. You could either deploy a template. We have a bunch of templates, from contract analysis use cases to Zendesk ticket analysis. Just press deploy, add in your keys, and then deploy a crew from here. Alternatively, you could upload your own crew, and things that you would need are your URL and your bearer token. From there, you need to clone our repo, which is called Enterprise MCP Server. You just need to clone that in. And then from there, all you would need to do is update your config to include your MCP Enterprise Server URL and your bearer token, as well as where you've cloned this repo. I'm going to show you guys how I've done it in just a second. All right, so from there, go to any client. So let's, for example, it's the Claude desktop app. From the Claude client, go to settings, go to developer, then edit config, and then from here you could open it up on any code editor of your choosing. So let's do Cursor, and then from here all you need to do is update where you've cloned the repo, and then just do crewai enterprise server.py, and then add your enterprise server URL and then your bearer token. And then from there, you just have to restart Claude. So once we've restarted the Claude desktop app, we now have two MCP tools available over here. We have one called get crew status and then a kickoff crew. Our MCP client now has the ability, based off the query, to decide which tools to use that are most appropriate, and also a standard way of being able to pass in the right arguments for that tool. So let's pass in this query, trigger my crew, with what are the differences in how contracts define warranties within these two companies, add no filters, and again, this should be able to know how to execute this. And let's see. And then we could just allow for this chat. We have the crew ID, and if we go back over here, we can see now we have a new pending execution, right? So let's go back. Let's see how it's doing. Boom. So this looks like it's wrapping up. It's starting to find the full results. And maybe after a couple seconds, we have a final answer. Boom. Now it's a state successfully done over here. What we could check is if this is done as well on this end. code executions, boom, it's done. And we have a full report, but we also have the full report over here, right? Then we could do something like this. Give me the sources for these. Sources were defined here as well. We have it over here. So let's ask it another question. And again, without context, we wouldn't be able to answer these questions, but now that we have a protocol to be able to leverage the right tools and sections, we have a way to, in any MCP client, a way to interact and get knowledge and context for a particular service using this protocol. But yeah, that's pretty much how you could use MCP with your crewai deployed agents. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, points of clarification, I'd love to help. And if you guys liked the video, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed. Thanks everybody. That's it for me. Cheers.